Come with me and we'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in a world of my creation, and you'll see it defies explanation. If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to, do it. You can change the world. There's nothing to it. There is no life I know to compare with pure imagination. Living there, you'll be free if you truly wish to be. If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to, do it. You can change the world. There's nothing to it. There is no life I know to compare with pure imagination. Living there, you'll be free if you truly wish to.
As long as he needs me. Oh yes, he does need me. In spite of what you see, I'm sure that he needs me. Who else would love him still when they've been used so ill? He knows I always will, as long as he needs me. I miss him so much when he is gone. But when he's near me, I don't let on the way I feel inside. The love I have to hide, the hell I've got, my pride, as long as he needs me. He doesn't say the things he should, he acts the way he thinks he should, but all the same I'll play this game his way, as long as he needs me. I know where I must be. I'll cling on steadfastly, as long as he needs me, as long as life is long. I'll love him right or wrong, and somehow I'll be strong, as long as he needs me. If you are lonely, then you will know last. Though some will say I must, I've got to stay true, just as long as he needs me.
Hello everybody, good evening and welcome to this online musical theatre concert, this time celebrating Gender Bend. My name is Joshua Mason and I'm the creative director here at Inspirations Theatre Company, and it gives me great pleasure to welcome you along this evening to watch performances from all over the UK and abroad that have been sent in to share with you this evening. I hope that you enjoyed some of our Gender Bend intro music there. The first song you heard was Pure Imagination, sung by Kelly O'Hara, and of course this song comes from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and is normally sung by Willy Wonka in the show. And then the second song we heard there, As Long As He Needs Me, from Oliver, normally sung by Nancy in the show, but performed by Aaron Tveit there as our intro music. And that is exactly what Gender Bend is. So we have been asking people to send us performances of songs, musical theatre songs, that are usually performed by the opposite gender to what they identify as, just in those introductory music compositions that we've just heard there. And all this week across our social media pages we have been sharing some great examples from Miscast, which is an annual charity event where musical theatre stars come together and do just that. They sing songs that they will potentially never get to sing professionally, all to help raise money for charity. Now, can you believe that our last concert was all the way back in February, where we did musical theatre love songs in celebration not only of Valentine's weekend, but also marking our 100th online activity that we have been offering during the pandemic with the coronavirus. And we are certainly not slowing down. We are still welcoming our members along to rehearsals online every single week. And actually, we have just finished putting together a brand new lockdown video performance as well. And we've done that ready for the Chesterfield Together virtual concert that is being put together by Chesterfield Borough Council. So this is going to be a really big online event taking place here in Chesterfield. And as soon as we know details of when it is going to be live and when you'll be able to watch it, of course, we will let you know, because we're very excited about that. But of course, we are continuing with some of our other lockdown activities here at Inspirations too. So, we've obviously got this brilliant Gender Bend concert tonight, but coming up at the same time next Saturday, we're returning with another musical quiz night. So, this is going to be next Saturday, the 24th of April at 7 o'clock, and it's going to be live on our Facebook page, which you can find at Inspo Theatre. And this is just a lot of fun where you can just come and test your musical theatre knowledge and have a bit of social interaction with some other musical lovers from around the world. It's really easy. All you have to do is head to our Facebook page, tune into the live video that will start at 7 o'clock. There's an online answer form that you can use as well. Or if you would rather simply use a pen and paper, then that is also absolutely fine too. So this is our musical quiz night coming up at the same time next Saturday, live on our Facebook page. And we will be getting ready to share with you the lockdown activities that we're going to be running during May as well, next Sunday. So make sure that you stay tuned to all of our social media pages. So we are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and YouTube. You can find all of our profiles at Inspo Theatre, and of course we will be sharing that brand new lockdown performance video really soon on our YouTube channel as well. Right, let's get straight into tonight's concert with our opening performance, which has been sent in by Katie Welch from Tampa in the United States of America. Hello, Katie. It is lovely to be welcoming you back to another one of our concerts. Thank you so much for getting involved. And Katie is going to be singing Oh What a Beautiful Morning, which of course is the opening song from Oklahoma, which is normally sung by the cowboy Curly.
There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. The corn is as high as an elephant's eye, and it looks like it's climbing clear up to the sky. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. All the cattle are standing like statues. All the cattle are standing like statues. They don't turn their heads as they see me ride by. But a little Mel Maverick is winking her eye. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. All the sounds of the earth are like music. All the sounds of the earth are like music. The breeze, it's so busy, it don't miss a train. And a weeping willow is laughing at me. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Oh, what a beautiful day.
Katie Welch there from Tampa in the United States with her rendition of Oh What a Beautiful Morning, opening our Gender Bend concert. Now, Katie Welch runs a drama group called Broadway Everyday Star Theatre, based over in Tampa in Florida, and they have recently done an online cabaret called Lights Stage Sing, which is still available on their YouTube channel and features performers from all over the world, including some members from Inspirations. So, if you are really enjoying our concert tonight or have enjoyed our concerts in the past, then make sure you check out their cabaret performance as well. Right, coming up next, we have got Matthew Zadora from Hasland here in the UK, and he's going to be performing his first of two submissions that he has sent in tonight. And this first one is On My Own from Les Miserables, which of course is usually sung in the second act by Eponine.
On my own, pretending he's beside me. All alone, I walk with him till morning. Without him, I feel his arms around me. And when I lose my way, I close my eyes and he has found me. In the rain, the pavement shines like silver. All the lights are misty in the river. In the darkness, the trees are full of starlight, and all I see is him and me forever and forever. And I know it's only in my mind that I'm talking to myself and not to him. And although I know that he is blind, still I say there's a way for us. I love him, but when the night is over, he is gone. The river's just a river. Without him, the world around me changes. The trees are bare and everywhere the streets are full of strangers. I love him, but every day I'm learning. All my life I've only been pretending. Without me, his world will go on turning. A world that's full of happiness that I have never known. I love him. I love him. I love him, but only on my own.
Matthew Zadora from Haslan there with his rendition of On My Own from Les Miserables. Thank you so much for tuning into tonight's online concert, Musical Gender Bend. We would absolutely love to hear from you. We are live chatting here on YouTube, so why not pop in a comment? We would love to hear where you are, why you chose the song, if you're taking part in the performance, if you are enjoying the performers that you're watching tonight, or if you've got any suggestions on what a future theme for one of our online concerts could potentially be. Make sure that you pop a comment here on YouTube. While we dive into our next performance, which has been sent in by Evie Pullinger from Homewood, again here in the United Kingdom. And Evie is going to be singing You'll Be Back, which comes from Hamilton, and in the show is normally sung, of course, by King George.
You say the price of my love's not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry with your tea which you hurl in the sea when you see me go by. Why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember, despite our estrangement, I'm your man. You'll be back soon you'll see. You'll remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You'll remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 da. You say your love is draining and you can't go on. You'll be the one complaining when I am gone. And no, don't change the subject, 'cause you're my favourite subject. My sweet, submissive subject. My loyal, royal subject. Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. You'll be back like before. I will fight the fight and win the war. For your love, for your praise, and I'll love you till my dying days. When you're gone, I'll go mad, so don't throw away this thing we had. 'Cause when push comes to shove, I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. Da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 da. Everybody, da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da.
Thank you to Evie Pullinger there with his, gosh, you see, I'm getting all caught up in the gender bend thing, with her rendition of You'll Be Back from Hamilton. Thank you so much, Evie. Now, coming up next is yours truly, Joshua Mason, based here in Bolsover in the United Kingdom. And I am going to be singing It's a Fine, Fine Line from Avenue Q, which is normally sung by Kate Monster in the show right near the end of the second act. But for this song, I did have to employ the help of a very, very close friend of mine. And some of you will have probably seen them featured in previous performances that I've done. And I just want to give a big shout out to them to say thank you for their help with this song. So, here is me singing Fine, Fine Line from Avenue Q. There's a fine, fine line between a lover and a friend. There's a fine, fine line between reality and pretend. And you never know till you reach the top if it was worth the uphill climb. There's a fine, fine line between love and a waste of time. There's a fine, fine line between a fairy tale and a lie. And there's a fine, fine line between you're wonderful and goodbye. I guess if someone doesn't love you back, It isn't such a crime, but there's a fine, fine line between love and a waste of your time. And I don't have the time to waste on you anymore. I don't think that you even know what you're looking for. For my own sanity, I've got to close the door and walk away. Oh, there's a fine, fine line between together and not. And there's a fine, fine line between what you wanted and what you got. You've gotta go after the things you want while you're still in your prime. There's a fine, fine line between love and a waste of That was me, Joshua Mason, and my rather lovesick friend there, singing Fine Fine Line from Avenue Q. Hello, if you have only just tuned in, welcome. This is the online concert celebrating musical theatre Gender Bend, where we are asking people to sing or perform a song that is normally performed by the opposite gender to what they identify in their normal musical shows. We have had some fantastic performances from the US and the UK already, and we still have plenty more to come. Make sure that you're following Inspirations Theatre Company across all of our social media pages. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and YouTube. Find all of our profiles at Inspo Theatre, and that way you're going to get the latest and greatest updates, including finding out what our next quarantine lockdown activities are going to be, taking place in May, and also find out all the details about our eventual reopening as well, which is now just 1 month away. We are really, really excited and hope that we can still stick to that roadmap date that we've been given by the UK government. Let's head into our next performance, which has been sent in by Zoe Pullinger from Homewood, and Zoe is going to be performing Heaven on Their Minds from Jesus Christ Superstar, which is the opening song to that show that is normally performed by Judas.
My mind is clearer now. At last, all too well, I can see where we all soon will be. If you strip away the myth from the man, you will see where we all soon will be. Jesus, you've started to believe these things they say of you. You really do believe this talk of God is true. And all the good you've done will soon be swept away. You began to matter more than the things you say. Listen, Jesus, I don't like what I see. All I ask ask is that you listen to me and remember I've been your right hand man all along. You have set them all on fire. They think they found the new Messiah, and they'll hurt you when they find they're wrong. I remember when this whole thing began. No talk of God, then we called you a man. And believe me, my admiration for you hasn't died. But every word you say today just gets twisted round some other way. And they'll hurt you if they think you've lied. Nazareth's most famous son should have stayed a great unknown, like his father carving wood. He'd have made good tables, chairs, and oaken chests would have suited Jesus best. He'd have caused nobody harm, no one alarm. Listen, Jesus, do you care for your race? Can't you see we must keep in our place? We are occupied. Have you forgotten how put down we are? I am frightened by the crowds, for we are getting much too loud. And they'll crush us if we go too far. If we go too far. Listen, Jesus, to the warning I give. Please remember that I want us to live. But it's sad to see our chances weakening with every hour. All of your followers are blind. Too much heaven on their minds. It was beautiful, but now it's sour. Yes, it's all gone sour. It's all gone sour.
Zoe Pullinger there with her rendition of Heaven on Their Minds from Jesus Christ Superstar. Right, let's get straight into our next performance here on the online concert celebrating musical theatre Gender Bend. And this has been sent in by Mark Zadora from Hasland here in the UK. And Mark is doing a very special performance of Tomorrow from Annie. However, this is being done Forbidden Broadway style. Now, for anybody who doesn't know Forbidden Broadway, this was a show that originally premiered on Broadway in 1982, and it is a parody show of musical theatre. So they have impersonators doing different performers from musical theatre history, and some of the songs from like really popular songs from musicals get rewritten with some interesting themes and some really fun lyrics. So without further ado, here is Mark with Tomorrow from Annie.
And there is old tomorrow, and I haven't worked since I played Annie when I was 10. But maybe there's hope tomorrow, maybe someone someday may bring Annie back again. Revive me, won't someone revive me before my red hair turns grey. A sequel, you promised a sequel like Star Wars or Rocky 4. Oh. Come here, Sandy.
Fantastic! Mark Zadora there with the forbidden Broadway version of Tomorrow from Annie. I think the red wig actually really suits you. I would wear that all the time. But honestly, thank you so much for that performance, Mark. Right, let's carry on because we are about to welcome a brand new performer along to our online concert. So this person hasn't been part of one of our online concerts before. We absolutely love welcoming new people along, as well as seeing so many familiar faces returning again and again to continue doing what they love, which of course, as we all know by now, is staying safe but keeping performing. So we have got Manda Hacker, who comes from Rotherham here in the UK, who has sent in a performance of Waving Through a Window, which comes from the musical Dear Evan Hansen by Pasek and Paul, and is normally sung by Evan in the show. Now, she sent me this fantastic email saying that she actually only saw the post a couple of days ago, and so firstly, congratulations and thank you for being able to submit a performance in such a quick turnaround. That's fantastic. But also saying that this is a song that she's loved for years and that the lyrics resonate with her and in some ways feel even more relevant in lockdown when we have had to rely almost entirely on social media and technology to maintain our friendships and connections with people. I don't think truer words have ever been said. I don't know what any of us would have done without Zoom, Skype, Facebook, Messenger, texts, without being able to do all these fantastic online activities. I think we'd have all gone a little bit crazy without being able to do this. So again, thank you so much for being part of one of our concerts for the first time, Manda, and we really hope to welcome you along again to some of our other activities in the future. So here is Manda with her rendition of Waving Through a Window.
I've learned to slam on the brake before I even turn the key, before I make the mistake, before I lead with the worst of me. Give them no reason to stare, no slipping up if you slip away. So I got nothing to share. No, I got nothing to say. Step out of the sun if you keep getting burned. Step out of the sun because you've learned. On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? 'Cause I'm tapping on the glass. I'm waving through a window. I try to speak but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. I'm waving through a window. Oh, can anybody see? Is anybody waving back at me? We start with stars in our eyes. We start believing that we belong. But every sun doesn't rise, and no one tells you where you went wrong. Step out of the sun if you keep getting burned. Step out of the sun because you've learned. On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been, 'cause I'm tap, tap, tapping on the glass. I'm waving through a window. I try to speak, but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. I'm waving through a window. Can anybody see? Is anybody waving? When you're falling in the forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in the forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in the forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in the forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? Did I even make a sound? Did I even make a sound? It's like I never made a sound. Will I ever make a sound? On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? 'Cause I'm tap, tap, tapping on the glass. I'm waving through a window. I try to speak, but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. I'm waving through a window. Can anybody see? Is anybody waving back at me? Is anybody waving, waving, waving? Oh, oh.
Manda Hackner there with her performance of Waving Through a Window from Dear Evan Hansen. Again, thank you so much for being involved, Manda, and I really hope to be welcoming you along to some of our future activities. Now, for anybody who wasn't around at the beginning, just a reminder that our next quarantine activity is another one of our fantastic, if I do say so myself, musical quiz nights. So this is taking place next Saturday, the 24th of April at 7 o'clock live on our Facebook page, which you can find at Inspo Theatre. All you have to do to join in is simply head to our profile at that time, on that date, and watch the live video, which will be going out, presented by myself. And we have an online answer form that you can use, or you can just use good old-fashioned pen and paper. It's all just for fun to test your musical theatre knowledge, and it's going to feature our very, very popular emojis round as well. So that is next Saturday at 7 p.m. And next Sunday, we're going to be announcing what our next lockdown quarantine activities are going to be for May. So lots happening next weekend. Right, what we are going to do now is head into our penultimate performance of the evening, and this is from somebody that we've already heard from this evening, which is Matthew Zadora with his second performance. He is doing the show-stopping Act 1 finale song, Defying Gravity, from Wicked, normally, of course, performed by the Wicked Witch of the West herself, Elphaba.
Something has changed within me. Something is not the same. I'm through with playing by the rules of someone else's game. Too late for second guessing. Too late to go back to sleep. It's time to trust my instincts, close my eyes, and leave. It's time to try defying gravity. I think I'll try defying gravity, and you can't hold me down. I'm through accepting limits, 'cause someone says they're so. Some things I cannot change, but till I try I'll never know. Too long I've been afraid of losing love, I guess I've lost. Well, if that's love, it comes at much too high a cost. I'd sooner avoid defying gravity. Kiss me goodbye, I'm defying gravity, and you can't pull me down. Unlimited. My future is unlimited, and I've just had a vision almost like a prophecy. I know it sounds truly crazy. It's true, the vision's hazy, but I swear someday I'll be up in the sky, defying gravity, flying so high, defying gravity. You'll never bring me down. So if you care to find me, look to the western sky. As someone told me lately, everyone deserves the chance to fly. And if I'm flying so low, at least I'm flying free. To those who ground me, take a message back from me. Tell them how I am defying gravity. I'm flying high, defying gravity, and soon I'll match them in renown. And nobody in all of Oz, no wizard that there is or was, is ever gonna bring me down. Bring me down.
And that was the second performance from Matthew Zadora from Haslam Tonight, defying gravity there from Wicked. Now, for anybody who follows Inspirations Theatre Company on our social media pages, or maybe you've been checking out the other videos here on YouTube, you will know that I have been very regularly appearing on BBC Radio Derby, speaking to Martin Williams on a Tuesday evening, and also speaking to Jen Thomas on a Tuesday afternoon. And we talk all things theatre. We've talked things about things that you can do online, performances that you can watch, things that are starting to stream on Netflix, and we've also started talking about the reopening of the West End and the reopening of touring productions, which is always really, really exciting. And as we edge closer and closer to lockdown being lifted, more and more exciting things are getting announced. So make sure you check out the interviews that I've done so far on Radio Derby by checking out them here on our YouTube channel. And also make sure that you tune into my next appearance, which is on the 4th of May, and it's normally around 9:45 p.m. UK time. And again, that's when I'm going to be talking to Martin, all things theatre, about West End reopening and what you could potentially be enjoying while we wait to get back into a theatre live. Right, we have reached the end of our concert. We have one final performance to share with you. So firstly, thank you to all of our performers who have submitted a video through for this online concert celebrating musical gender bend. We always love receiving your performances, and we can't wait to welcome you along to another concert or any of our online activities coming up over the coming weeks and months. A big thank you to all of you if you have tuned in live or if you are watching the replay, as this will be staying on our YouTube channel for the foreseeable future. We only exist as creatives and performers because of the support of our audience members. So a big thank you and shout out to everybody who has tuned in to watch this. Don't forget about our musical theatre quiz coming up next Saturday and our next lockdown quarantine activities announcement coming up next Sunday. Make sure that you're following all of our social media pages to get all those latest and greatest updates. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and of course here on YouTube. Find all of our profiles at Inspo Theatre. This final performance has been sent in by Amanda Shapiro from Valrico in the United States of America. And very aptly for our final song, she is going to be singing Goodbye, which comes from Catch Me If You Can and is normally sung by Frank Jr. in the show. So I'm going to be leaving you with Amanda. Thank you once again to everybody, and please everybody remember, stay safe, but keep performing. This has been Joshua Mason here at Inspirations Theatre Company. We will see you again really, really soon. Good night.
It's my happy ending.